Hey everybody, welcome back and thanks for joining me again today. Today we're going to be talking about off-road vehicle recovery and the 4 things that you should consider before hitting the trail. The 4th is going to be a list and a show and tell of the things that you probably already own that you can get your vehicle out of a situation with that you probably have in your barn or your garage. So before you go out and spend a bunch of money on a winch that you probably don't need. The first thing that we want to consider is just getting to know your vehicle. So whether it's a truck, a car, well, hopefully you're not off-roading in a car or an ATV, you want to just have a good look around and see what kind of a situation you have going on in the front and the back. And you can see here on the old Lexus, she's got a 2-inch receiver, got a nice spot to hook a recovery point onto. It even has a nice tow hook on the back here, and some really good ones on the front. The ATVs, they usually have some pretty good stuff too. This one actually came with a winch. That's super handy. Now, getting to the ZJ Project vehicle. Here's where we run into a problem. Highly recommend getting into your vehicle and checking it out before you're laying in the mud somewhere, really stuck in a situation. Now, in this process, we are starting to see that there is nothing to hook onto if we get stuck with this thing. So before you're in a situation, have a good look, and you can see you do not want to crawl underneath here and try to hook on to any of your steering components or anything like this. And I guess now is when I decide if I get stuck, I might just have to go ahead and hook something up to the axle or something remotely solid. But you want to figure this out before you're in a really bad situation. Item number 2 to consider is just utilizing the buddy system. I'm going to show you a clip of my nephew Keegan here that's going to be deciding to go ahead and send it into some mud. Here he goes. Stop.
Get the winch.
And then I'm going to show you his buddy Tyler picking him out of that mud with using the buddy system. And the buddy system can be used whether it's having somebody with a machine that's got a winch, a vehicle, or even it's just somebody else to sit in the driver's side of your vehicle and help drive it while you work a come along in a pulley system. But here goes the buddy system. Hey, stop. Try it again. Try it again. Item number 3 to consider, traction systems. Whether it's just taking some air out of your tires and getting a little bit more flotation on sand and snow, or if you actually have a set of tire chains like I've got here, or even some other kind of traction devices like these. Basically anything that you can do to get a little bit of extra traction with your vehicle, because more than likely, if you're watching this, you don't have lockers front and back, you've got open diffs, and you're going to need all the help you can get. So a little bit of traction will get you pretty far. And finally, the stuff that you want to go ahead and grab just to have with you in case you do get into a jam, you may already own. Instead of having a big expensive winch that you're also going to need the mounting plate and all the gear that goes with it, you could get yourself a $25 4-ton come-along, piece of rope, good stout rope, and a pull block, which is this pulley or block and tackle, people call it different things, and get yourself either a chain or this is a tree saver strap. It's like a shorter tow strap that you want to just go ahead and anchor onto a tree with. And of course, the way this works is hooking a strap or a chain onto the front of your vehicle or the back, however you're stuck, and then using a little bit of high school physics. You want to anchor the strap and the pull block around like a tree and then pull back on itself to double your pulling power. Now this is a really slow method to get yourself out of a jam, but I'll tell you what, it works. Now earlier today I stopped in at Harbor Freight just to have a look at what kind of money you'd be throwing down on a winch, and to tell you the truth, their series, I forget what they're called, but they're not that bad. They're like about $300 to $350, you can get yourself like a 9,000 pound winch that would go on something like this and pull it out of anything you ever got stuck on. Two problems. Number one, this has no way to mount a winch onto it. So that's going to take a lot of money and some kind of device to be able to just have a mounting bracket. Number two, I spent $425 on that Jeep. I don't want to double the money down on it on some kind of gear when I got a few things like right here that can get me out of a tough spot. So we'll take that. So pretty soon you're going to be just cruising down a trail like this, having a good time.
That won't fucking kill yourself, dude.
And you'd already thought about all the things that you're going to need to have with you to give you peace of mind and feel good in case you do run into a jam. So thanks again for watching, everybody. Appreciate any kind of likes and subscribes. It's really motivating me. I'm trying to grow this channel right now, and I super appreciate everybody's support. So I just want to remind everybody to get outside, get your hands dirty, and if you can't, please come with me. I'm going to be doing a whole bunch of things. Actually, tomorrow I'm going to be taking this thing here for a 3-hour ride up to our camp in northern Vermont and see if we can't crawl up a mountain that's probably full of snow. Have a good one, everybody. Talk to you later.